Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. This is Why You So Envious. And we are here with Free to Be Me Friday. Today we're going to stuff my family binder and we're going to introduce the Autism Awareness Month box by CBA Mom Saves. And we'll talk about that in just a second. Let's go ahead and get into the family binder. And again, I don't need any dice or anything for it. I just stuff it, okay? So we're going to go in and we're going to put, I just follow the list that I have and it tells me, where everything goes. So my kids get 20 bucks this week a piece. Hope everybody's doing well. I got up early this morning with my family and we went to go get our passports. We have never gotten them before, so we went to get them because we plan on doing some international travel in 2025 and 2026. So that was very exciting. It was very expensive, but I had researched it so that it wasn't a big surprise. But nevertheless, it was a huge investment. Okay, but so we have done that. So we've started that process and I am totally excited about it. Okay, totally excited. And the family is too. We kind of started after we left there, we went and had breakfast at IHOP and kind of just talked about, some of the places we might want to visit and stuff like that. So getting very excited about it. Just glad to, have I guess the passport to freedom, if you will. Just being able to do what we need to do, and go and see what we want to see, and to know that the world is bigger than the U.S. So we are totally excited by that. Like I said, I used to travel quite a bit in my younger days, just really, in the States and in Texas. But now is the time to spread my wings and move around. And me and the family, we got some things planned. We will this summer. We thought we were going to go to Universal California, but we really missed Universal Orlando. So we're kind of throwing that back around too. It's just sad that we even have to, ponder if we're going to be safe there. And so you folks who live in Orlando, my apologies if you think we're overreacting, but again, we're not going to turn my channel into a political channel, but just know that our safety is one of our concerns there. All right, y'all, we're going to go ahead and put this over here. The family binder has been stuffed. Now we're going to bring in this. And when I saw this, I was like, yes, somebody did it. Y'all, this is a Autism Awareness Box by CBA Mom Saves. And y'all know I usually send my stuff and get it printed at Staples or Office Depot, but I was unable to get that done. So I just printed it on regular paper, and of course I am going to go back and get it printed on the good stuff so that I can hold on to it, because eventually I want to make binders for all of my kids, each one of them to have their own. I started out doing that, but when I condensed back down to baby steps, I stopped. But eventually I want to go back. And so for those of you who don't know, my middle child, he's 17 years old. His name is Kendall, and Kendall is on the spectrum. And he barely made it though, y'all. That's when they changed the requirements. About 17 years ago, they started changing the requirements and what constituted, autism and what didn't, and all these other shenanigans. And it came really political and really crazy, but he did get on the spectrum. We managed to get his diagnostician was amazing. And the doctors and people who were working with him. And so they rushed him through so that he could get on the spectrum, just so we could have a way to identify that, yes, there is something going on here. And so when I saw her box, I was just amazed and loved it. So I was going to actually create some stuff for him to put in his binder. But guys, this is going in his binder, and probably some Black Panther stuff and stuff like that. But anyway, so I am going to play the game. I'm going to play the game probably up until his birthday, which is in July, just to save some extra money for his birthday. And so this will go actually in the family binder behind his folder. Where is he at? Yeah, he's right here. So it will go here behind his folder, and that way on his birthday is July 7th, 2007, which is 777. So he is my lucky boy. But we're gonna put this game here and any of the proceeds here, and so that way when we get ready to have his birthday, he will have his special funds. But I wanted to play the game to bring awareness, so I'm going to be reading the cards and stuff like that out loud as we go through it. I'm going to try to mix these up as much as I can, y'all. They may not be mixed up that much, only because when I cut them, I just stacked them, and it's hard to kind of move them around when they're not cardstock, but I'll just, turn them over and work on them. So we're going to go ahead and get started, and we're just going to work through some of these cards and kind of play a, education type game. All right, so the first card I pulled up is this card right here. So I'm looking for this card right here. So let's go through. And we're not even at 10 minutes yet, so y'all, I am glad so I don't have to rush through this. All right, think I found it. And I am going to write directly on these cards because they're not going to be my, they're not, I'm going to throw these away and print the real one on cardstock and laminate it, but just for this game. So this is going to be $2, okay? And I am going to put a check mark when I get the card done. And we're just going to use a paper clip. And we're going to put two bills with it. And guys, I didn't count it, but I've got $60 to play this game with today. And I don't know how much you're supposed to save with it. We're just going to keep saving, okay? And we're going to play until we play the $60. And so let's see. Let's throw that back in here. And let's move them around a little bit. All right, the next one is, oh, did I read it? I'm sorry, y'all, I didn't read what it said. It said autism types. This is a spectrum condition with a wide range of symptoms and abilities. Classifications levels 1, 2, and 3, depending on severity and support needed. Okay, so that is when we talk about types, that's what we say. Okay. All right, let's go to this one. So yeah, my Kendall, he is, he's on the spectrum and he's 17. He's going to be 18 in July. And so, yeah, so a little bit about our story. I was of advanced maternal age, if that's what you call it. Yeah, let me see if it's got both of these and the light bulb. And here's the light bulb. And I think I'm going to go ahead and do them both since I have the card. So we had him, let me see, he was born in 2007. So that made me 37 when I was pregnant with him. And I'm not sure if that had anything to do with it. They say when you get of a certain age, your quality of your eggs and all these other stuff. And I don't know, y'all. Like I said, I just know God blessed me with this beautiful baby boy, and he's my baby boy. Okay, so that's what I do know. So I'm gonna move that over here, and again, this is $2 and $2, so that's a total of $4. So I'm gonna put $2 with this one, so I can just track the cards and see how much I'm saving per card, and that's $2 on this card. And I love these because they are low dollar amounts. That's one of the main reasons I love it. All right, so let's read this one with the light bulb with the gear. It says autism spectrum disorder is a neurodevelopmental disorder characterized by challenges in social communication, repetitive behaviors, and restricted interests. And guys, that is my dude to the T. Okay, that is him. This one says, instead of staring or making horrible comments, 1, give the parents an encouraging word, or 2, tell them it's okay and you will think and pray for them, or 3, mind your own business. Love it. My Kendall, he was not a actor out. He wouldn't act out in public. He still doesn't to this day. He has meltdowns occasionally, but he's very good at trying to control his emotions. He did go through some therapy and things like that to help him. And so, we are thankful and blessed. Like I said, there are some students who are on the spectrum, and they, some parents who have it way, worse than I do. And so my thoughts and prayers are with each of them. Like I said, there is a young man on the spectrum, a couple of young men that I'm going to be linking their channels on this channel, and I would very much appreciate it if you guys would go over and subscribe to their channels just to kind of give them a boost. One of them is it's called JB's Safe Hands, and this is a single mom who is trying desperately to keep her son, with her family. And she's an awesome, awesome lady. Like I said, I'll link her down below. And then Marcus's channel, I cannot remember the name of Marcus's channel to save my life, but I will link Marcus's channel as well. Marcus is a young man. I believe Marcus is like 18 or 19 years old. He's living on his parents' property in a tiny house, and he's just amazing to watch and to see. And so I'm going to link Marcus's channel as well. And if there are any, autism families, that you want to, me to check out or to bring awareness to on the channel while I'm, stuffing this and talking, y'all let me know so that I can do that. My son has had a very hard time making friends. When COVID happened, that made it even worse. He was in school, but I pulled him from school and decided to homeschool him just because of the things that I saw going on in schools that I hated. And so, like I said, I know that probably didn't help his social situation, but just to keep him away from the bullies and all of that stuff, and me having to go up there and hurt somebody's child or hurt somebody's parent, and I mean that with everything I have in my being, y'all. I will mistreat somebody in behind my kids, and I know parents say that all the time, but I need y'all to hear me. I'm dead serious, okay? So this one, I pulled this card, and it has this little boy right here and the puzzle piece right here. And so let's read these two. This one says, autism diagnosis, typically diagnosed in early childhood around age 2 to 3, based on observation of behaviors and developmental milestones. No single diagnostic test exists. Now, we started having thoughts that there may be something going on with Kendall at around age 3, but they would not test him. Okay, they did little things, but he didn't actually get a formal test until age 5. They said they couldn't test him till he was age 5. Y'all, I put $2 here. This one is supposed to have $1, and I think this one is supposed to have $2. So let me grab that dollar back. And so this one says each piece of the puzzle is unique and important, and that is true. Each one of these autistic kids are unique and important. Okay. But so we didn't get his diagnosis till he was about 5. And like I said, I was a teacher, so I kind of already had an idea, and I had resources and people, that I reached out to, and I was able to go through the school district who I was working for at the time, and they pointed me in the right direction. So yeah, so we were able to get his diagnosis at around age 5. Okay, so I don't see the brain and the red heart, and I know I've done the red heart. So here's the red heart. I'll pull it back out, and the brain is on this one. And I'm not going to reread them, y'all. I'm just going to mark them off and add the money to them. And so the brain is $1. So we're going to add $1 to it. And the heart is $2. And so we're going to add $2 to it. Okay. Yeah, so hopefully I can get this done before his birthday. And so I will be giving these proceeds to him for his birthday. Okay. And so we reached out. We did a couple of studies for Autism Speaks and all these other people, and they never gave us any reports. They just used his data, used him, and never gave us any feedback, any support or whatever. So I kind of deterred and stayed away from those type of people. And, they may be doing some good things, but they did absolutely nothing for us. All of my support came from the school district that I worked for. And then just self-educating myself and my family to understand, what was going on and what we were dealing with. All right, y'all. So we've got this little boy, and we've got these different faces that I mark how he kind of goes from, um, one end to the other. Hopefully, y'all can see that. Okay, so I'm gonna slide that over here because I'm gonna finish both of those. And so $1 for this gentleman, and $2 for the little circle with the faces. So yeah, but he has been an absolute joy. He is still a joy. He's already told me that he's never going to leave me. He's going to always be with me. So I find comfort in that. But at the same time, I do want to see him, go be his own person. So we encourage him to, try to be, his own man. And we're teaching him things, that'll help him or whatever. So yeah, just wanting to share our journey, our story. And then I wanted to support CBA Mom Saves. Like I said, I don't remember. And y'all, I'm sorry if she has a child on the spectrum. I want to say she said she did, but I'm not sure. Okay, I need to go back and read it. But again, guys, just support your. If you know anybody, just try to be supportive. I know people are like, oh, they just need a good whooping. No, they do not. Okay, no, they do not. Oh, y'all, I didn't read these cards. Sorry. So it says autism treatment. There is not a cure, but early intervention and support can help the outcome greatly. Helpful therapies like behavioral, speech, language, and occupational. And we believe that really helped Kendall. We got his early and were able to put some things in place that helped him. And so we believe that that's what's helped him a lot. This one says autism is very complex and not fully understood by doctors. It affects about 1 in 36 children in the U.S., more common in boys than girls, a ratio of 4-to-1 for boys. Okay. And so, not to be a Debbie Downer, but yesterday I was flipping through YouTube and I found a story on YouTube about a gentleman who has autism. And y'all, he killed his father. They had some type of argument, and he beat the dad in the head and killed him. Now, I'm not sure what the age range is for the dad or anything like that, but, and I thought it was so sad. And so his mom was on the news, pleading with, the people to, listen to her that he's autistic. But he's been arrested, y'all, and treated like a common criminal. And don't get me wrong, I feel sorry for his dad. I really do. But guys, he's on the spectrum, okay? And he may be, and it depending on what end of the spectrum he's on, he may not be aware of what he's done, okay? So that was just very sad. It's a story that I'm going to continue to follow. Like I said, I'm not sure how bad off he is on the spectrum, but it's just sad, y'all. And she said he doesn't know what he's done. You know what I'm saying? And they're probably just treating him like a common criminal. I think they said after he did it, he went and sat on the front porch, So that just goes to show you, people, they just don't understand. So it's just sad. I've read both of these guys, so I'm not going to read them again. But, just listening to some of the stories and some of the things that the parents are going through. And, it's just sad. All right, let's choose another card. And y'all, well, I got two, so we're gonna do them both. This one is some children, so let's see if we can find it. Found her and found him. Okay, and so I've already read the cards, so I'm not gonna read them again. But yeah, so I'm going to link though Marcus's channel, and I'm going to link JB's Safe Hands channel. And again, guys, it just, like I said, go support JB's mom. She needs all the support she can get. She's a Christian lady who's really trying hard to keep him in the home. And yeah, just go show her some support. Okay. And so this one is $1. And so I'm just going to add them there. And then this card has a little girl, looks like maybe she's either screaming or throwing a tantrum of some sort. And y'all, they can be the sweetest kids in the world. They really can. And they're just different. That's all. I'm not sure if you guys are aware, but I believe Al Roker's son is autistic. I think Holly Robinson Pete has a son that's autistic as well. I'm looking for this one. Okay, let's see. So yeah, just working through this box again. CBA Mom Saves. Thank you so much for creating this. And I will be. This one has a $1 bill. And like I said, I'll keep playing this even after the Autism Awareness Month, just because it's going to be a way that I can help save some extra money for Kendall for his birthday, so that he can kind of get whatever it is he likes. He is an amazing kid, y'all. And he's so lovable. And so, yeah. All right, I'm choosing another card. I'm just going to choose one off the top, y'all. I keep grabbing more than one. All right, let's see what this one is. This one is an IOU, and luckily, hopefully, I won't need an IOU. Let's see what this one. Oh, another IOU. Let's try this one. This one says search and save. So let's find this little thingy, and there it is. It's going to be $1. And like I said, I don't know how much this is supposed to save. I'm at 21 minutes, so I may have to do the rest of this off channel, okay? But let me go ahead and read the other ones to you guys, just so you can know. And I still have, y'all, quite a bit of money left over here. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Okay, that's 35. So I think I may do this 5 and save this 30 either for something else, just because I want to keep playing it through April, and I don't want to do it all. Okay, so I've got $5 left. Let's play that 5, and then I'm just going to reallocate this 30 to something else, and then next week we'll come back with another 30. I didn't know how much I needed for it, and so that's just how much I put. So let's choose another card. This one has the emoji crying and the baby running with her arms up. And again, just to add to Kendall's story, we started thinking something was wrong when he didn't talk. He would point, he wouldn't talk. And so we started thinking that there might be something wrong then. We tried to encourage him to talk. We tried to tell him, say this, but he wouldn't. And so, we took him. I went to early childhood, and, some of the people there were kind of versed, and then we spoke to a diagnostician. And of course, she told me that, they couldn't formally diagnose him till he was 5. But, just from looking at him and interacting with him, she thought he could be on the spectrum. And so, let me see, I need to do that one.